probably the game I wanted to play the most in a very, very, very long time. And so, without further ado, let's get started. Check out my options. Enable tutorials, yes, because I know this game is crazy. Swap left and right sticks, no. I don't want to see all that. Don't use the headphones. Mute copyrighted music. Oh God, I don't care if it get copyrighted. Adjust the brightness to the left icon is not visible. Middle icon. Oh. To the left icon is not visible. Middle icon is barely visible, in the right icon. I don't see the other icon. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, I go about right there. I do subtitles, but they're gonna be small. Subtitle background, enable subtitle. Oh, no. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go to even 80. Come on now. Use L3 to sprint. Sprint to quickly reposition in combat and make it harder for enemies to maintain accuracy. Quantum Break, probably one of my favorite games. Really enjoyed that.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual.
I know, but
Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed.
oh, he shot the what? He shot himself?
A lie. Something to distract us from the truth.
A janitor?
They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Let's go, vibe.
Hello?
Okay, start.
Anyone here? Yeah, I see it. But what is it? I can feel it. It resonates. The things you show me, my friend, I forget. It's all in my head. There's no you, right? Where's everybody? I need someone to point me in the right direction.
No, you don't. I am here. Prohibited items reminder. Oh, shoot. Supposed to hold it. Correspondence. Prohibited items. Oh, shit. Prohibited items reminder. Federal Bureau of Control. Reminder. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials, unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2, pencils, any objects considered iconic representations of archetypal concept. Example, rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Okay. Did I open you, or did you open by yourself? But yeah, I've been wanting to play this game since it came out. Then I heard it was going to release on the Xbox. Then I heard it was going to release on the Xbox Game Pass. So I was like, I'm not about to pay for it if it's going to be on Game Pass, because I already paid for Game Pass. Well, long story short, it's not on Game Pass yet, so I wake up one day, find out it's on PlayStation Now, and I've been playing Until Dawn on PlayStation Now, so might as well go ahead and play the game that I've been wanting to play. This is still new. This is still, I believe, it almost won Game of the Year. A lot of people thought it would win Game of the Year. So for this to be on here, good job, PlayStation. Okay. Bureau expenditures. Expenditures. I don't know how to say that word. I say expenditures. Expenditure summary. Executive sector Q2. Major. Staffing, surveillance, redacted. Data center initiative. Construction, redacted. Minor. Office equipment, janitorial costs, redacted. Mold removal, HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison chart, see page 9. And I can't see those pages. Oh,
This
hold up.
seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Oh, okay. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Who is he?
Head of Research, Dr. Casper Darling. Our Bureau at work.
This guy shot himself in the head, ain't he?
Director, Sakurai Trench.
Okay. Which way do I go? Alright, this better not be a scary game. I already jumped too much as it is. Oh, my
Federal
girl
Bureau
got them
of Control.
jets.
All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
Girl got them jets. Go check this out real quick. Girl got them jets. That seems a little odd. Go. Oh my gosh. Why every door open by itself? Play Resident Evil too much. Keep jumping. Let's roll. Bureau ain't at work now. Let's say hi and welcome to some of the new people in the oldest house. Lucas. And something. Tinu. Alexei. Archie. Jenna. Dana. Ted. Leonard. Esteban. That's office rules of conduct. Speak in moderate volume. No personal calls. No food or drink around bureau documents or in the copy room. No using the photocopier for personal projects. Or the 3D printer or the bureau stationery. Wear access badge at all times. No discussing confidential projects out loud. The one to finish the coffee pot makes a new one. Remember to wash your hands. Your hands can spread the mold. Be sure to wash hands carefully with soap. Make sure to wash fingernails, palms, palm backs, wrists. Rinse thoroughly and dry carefully. Carefully? I don't know if it's carefully. Got a book club? I'm not about to hurt my eyes with that one. Don't bring dogs into the office. Some of us have allergies. Acoustic guitar for sale. Turns out it's pretty hard. Turns out it's pretty hard. It's hard. If interested, see Greg in maintenance. Food left on the refrigerator. In containment break room 3B has been known to vanish. Plan accordingly. Spinning out of control? Yes. Delays caused by house shifts do not count toward overtime. I never read that stuff. This game makes me interested to read. Can't find your office? Watch your step. Ranges from security department. Come on, y'all could have did a little something more than that. Could have did something. Add a little fake, little texture over there. Security order. Federal Bureau of Control. Attention all redacted. A shark and his redacted. All those secure redacted. Permission to redacted. Following basic protocol redacted. Shoot to kill redacted. Good luck. Okay. I'm not loving you like I wanted to. What I had to do, had to run.
Hello?
Hey! Maybe he knows real quick. Federal Bureau of Control. Hello. As you should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them and a number of people. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request one from R4E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdimensional claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Ms. Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team.
Hey, excuse me.
You feel me behind you?
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are relevant. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Pretty much. Why would they have confidential? And it's gone. It's got confidential stuff. See? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, man?
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
What are you doing? This is gonna be a little freaky. Creepy. Control. Let's roll.
Did I lose you there for a moment?
Of course.
You know what's on my mind.
Why do
My
I
baby
jump?
brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Everything fall. Destructive.
We're starting from the top.
Oh, didn't read about this guy. Oh, yeah, we did. Mr. Trench. Oldest house discovered August 4th, 1964. Pretty big. Pretty big. Going over here first. Approved terminology reminder. Federal Bureau of Control. Reminder. Reply, I guess. Drafting any public-facing material while penning any notifications of death related to the Willow or AWE, say Willow related to the Willow, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words or phrases to use in the service of his or her country. Regret, proud, pride, will be remembered. Words, phrases to avoid: Alaska, scissors, blood or bleed, loss, apologies, or sorry. Submissions. Okay. Jesse Faden arrives at the oldest house, the headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control, to look for answers in the mystery of her childhood. Thought so. What you looking at? Trench? Basel 40? You Basel 40? Trench, do not disturb. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all of my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust him, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Whoa! No, he just shot himself like it did thing. No!
Shit.
Whoa!
Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
I didn't say that. But might need to. Let's gain control. No!
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place.
Follow
Where am I?
the board's instructions to complete the astral plane challenge. Let's roll! Golly. Okay. What the? Damn!
The same gun. have a gun.
She ain't freaking out about this. Headshot. Like that. His body turned from short to long. Look out, I'm trying to sneak. Oh.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
What's this rock? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. What's this? Man, I ain't signed up for this crazy mess.
You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen.
Strong, baby. Don't let it take over.
This happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen.
We got this. I got you.
You stopped it. You.
Is that real or this?
Thank you. That was
That's the game.
horror. Get the fuck away!
Enemies drop health elements when damaged. Collect health elements to restore health. You don't have a clearance level. Conceptual material. Undefined reading. Okay.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events,
it's
intrusions
AWE.
upon the perceived reality.
Think
A side note,
we just
remember to
watched
code
this.
our connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one.
So the gun is the prime example of an OOP.
Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, head of research, Federal Bureau of Control.
Sometimes it makes sense to revisit certain things, and revisiting that I understand a tad bit more. Okay. Service weapon. OOP-1KE. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Description. Para-utility. She's texting. Okay. The object's form is variable. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to redact it. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of redacted. The object will determine whether redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the redacted though their criteria is unknown. Background: the object was discovered inside the Oates' house, in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis redacted many forms throughout history. Redacted Mjolnir, Excalibur, Vertusasa, all weapons that redacted of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, redacted, see Dr. Darling, presentation 11.1 for more details. Research and records. Okay, field research on his entity. His corrupted security guard. Okay, confidential. Summary: the Bureau has many internal security personnel. The HIS was quick to take advantage of this fact. The HIS guards are the standard issue bullpup. Rifles they carry to prior corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that the HIS guards are protected by a shielding of dense HIS resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged HIS corruption? Does the HIS mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the HIS target individuals with combat training? Does the HIS have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks that they are best suited to? Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat. Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat. Okay. These are all questions for later. Though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge of their weapons, refer to file redacted for full report. Director Trench photograph. So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege. Zachary Trench. We're all caught up. What happened? What's crazy is I was thinking about this earlier. I was taking a shower because I was making some chicken, and I had it on low while I was in the shower. And I was like, what if it's on fire? And I was like, well, there is a fire extinguisher in the kitchen, so if it does get on fire, will the fire extinguisher explode, therefore extinguishing the fire? Or is it better to just, spray it like you're supposed to? But I just saw it explode, so yeah. Somebody
The
talk.
hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance.
He really took out part of the wall? Hey! Got a picture of your girl.
Hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Got a picture of your girl. Oh, shoot. I'm knocking my own picture down. Got a picture of your girl. There's somebody talking. What the fuck? It's a bad person? I don't think they're bad. Every shot. Both flat. Yeah. What's really going on? Or is she just nervous about an interview? That's cool. I want to go that way, but maybe I should check out this way real quick. What is this? Personal mods. Okay. I haven't really explained what this does. But okay. Maybe this one. Marshall, AWE Investigations, Federal Bureau of Control Confidential. For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall. We checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything. Just like the house fire before this, and a malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things. Or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. Okay. Close that. What happens in here? I want to hit him so bad, but he's just chilling. He ain't did nothing to me. I could shoot that. Oh God! Okay. About to miss stuff. Dinner reservations? Federal Bureau of Control. Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chez Hombre. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. The flowers are ready for you at the lobby reception. remember, she's turning 46. Dang, somebody need to be reminded about that. B-Day. Got pictures of me all around the office, all around the orifice. I'm shooting this one too. Cause I can't quite help myself. Images this year home.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention. Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2.
That is crazy.
The altered item or object of power.
The level of detail they go into for their games. Because Quantum Break had an insane amount of detail too. Authentication. Federal Bureau of Control. Agenda items for the next executive meeting. Rising costs of AWE response. Update on mold eradication efforts. Upcoming annual salary review. New supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. Bit! Bit! Can I break the table? Woo! The destruction is amazing! I don't want to hurt him. Bitch! Okay, I'm done. What the? Oh, did I go in this room? Did I do that? Probably did. From the other side. From the other side! Oh, oh my goodness. Bam! Wham! Bam! Thank you, ma'am. My controller just vibrated. Okay, let me hurry up.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Federal Bureau of Control. How to handle unscheduled visitors enter the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as a part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How do you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If their answers seem redacted, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then redact it immediately. Remember, there is no such thing as too suspicious.
Off with the head.
Urban legends. Examination of paranatural topics. Urban legends. Summary. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain redacted, informed by our own redacted, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can be artificially redacted in popular culture using redacted, our bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination, exacerbates the details. Certain paranormal phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on redacted, a pair of scissors that consume human redacted through 2 punctures to the redacted. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children. There are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 4-93-6942 for full report. That's an officer? Hell yeah. Bitch. Oh, he fell. That's so red. They got grenades. Probably shouldn't have jumped down. Come on.
Must cleanse control poison. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean?
Do your thing, girl. So Church is trying to guide me through this, okay? Thought he was gonna be a bad guy. Hey.
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope. Emily Pope. I'm Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director.
New director?
We're coming out.
I went from assistant janitor to the new director.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
I don't get a choice.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about
I'm
it
that
yet.
B word.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even...
Language.
Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
Do you know my brother?
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss.
Of course.
Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long.
She up to something.
But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
Exactly.
Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together.
I'll be speaking for me.
Okay. You with me? We did it before.
Always.
Push the hiss out.
She one of them. Let's read. Examination of paranatural topics. Control points. Summary. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as vital junctions of the oldest house, where the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the redacted arrangement. The surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by redacted detection of an unobstructed ping using a redacted within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctions or redacted or vulnerable spots in the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that the control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be redacted. Refer to file 7-25-2788 for full report. Hold up. I got assets. Hold up. I got assets. Okay. I got material, conceptual material, unidentified reading, hidden trend, in-house memory. I don't have clearance. Okay. Understandable. Let's go. Boardroom. What is this? Unidentified reading. Okay. Boom, bitch! I can't use my powers. Outfits. Okay. We're good. Cleanse the his corrupted. Oh! Get him up. Okay.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Hold on, let me read what I just found out first. His agent. Okay. Field research on his entity. His corrupted agent. Confidential. The hiss manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformations. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. I don't know if I said that right or not, but perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Or are they cocoons preparing to enter a stage of evolution? When attacked, hiss agents disappear. Perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonated form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file redacted for full report.
Jesse, over here.
What you want, Garrett?
I can't cleanse them. I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already.
Talking
I
too
can't
much,
tell
girl.
her about Dylan and the rest yet.
Talking too
I've
much,
seen
girl.
mentions of an altered world event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. and very classified.
So this is
I can
a
try to dig
normal
out some old
thing
files
here.
for you.
I thought
My
it was like
boss,
the
Casper
weird,
Darling,
like a
would
real
know,
weird
but
thing, but it seemed to
he's
be like
missing.
something that's
I
just
think he knew this was coming, or
a
suspected.
part of life there. So
Came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know. Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it. It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay.
thank you, because I'm
That's
ready
my
to
next
cap
stop.
a couple of people,
That's
using my new
Tomasi's
powers,
department.
doing a
He's
couple
the
of
head of
things, going about 1,000 miles per
I don't think he had an HRA.
hour.
He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director.
They
That's
call
not me.
me
I'm
the
not a director type. I'm not a leader.
I'm not a director. I'm not a
Why
leader.
am I here?
Why am I here?
I think you already know.
I think you already
Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now.
like Magneto Room.
I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world.
Charles!
What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
The phone. Keep calling it.
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks,
All right.
Emily.
Okay. I think that's where I'm gonna end it. I think that's where I'm gonna end it. Filter cover, see more prominent. Got mission collectibles. Portrait of Director Zachariah Trench. The only person you should fail is yourself. Zachariah Trench. I said French. French toast. And that's where we're gonna end it. Hey, I love the game. I feel like I'm too scary. I'm a little bit too scared. It's jumpy. Cause I jump for just about anything and everything. So yeah, expect me to jump throughout the gameplay. Yeah, I might finish up Until Dawn. I got health all on the floor. Okay, I can't collect none of that. But alright. Appreciate you for stopping by. TD out.